So this year alone, I was able to take courses and started 7 businesses. I went from real estate business to bookkeeping business to tax professional business, publishing business, hair product, hair braiding business, music production, and YouTube, all while being a full-time mom to a beautiful toddler, a wife on top of my job. And I didn't even plan on starting all these businesses, but once I decided that this year was gonna be the year I was going to partner with God to change my life, everything just started falling in place. And when I took the leap of faith to knock on the first door, the second door opened, the first door, the third door, and God provided the wisdom, the finances I needed to accomplish these goals. That is to tell you that this year I have implemented something different that has worked for me and led me to this transformation, going from prioritizing my spiritual life to letting go of friendship that are no longer in alignment to my personal growth, to setting clear goals and waking up with a purpose. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to share with you my top 8 habits that I've implemented this year and led to this transformation. These habits worked for me, and if you stick around, they might just work for you too. Just a quick intro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time here, my name is Wannie. I post videos on type 4 natural hair content, lifestyle vlogs, and faith. So if that sounds like something that interests you, please be sure to subscribe and join us on this journey. So without much being said, let's get started with this video. By the way, this is my 3rd time filming this video. The first time I filmed it, I was tired and I didn't like the way I was sounding. It was not giving me. So, man, I deleted it and filmed another one the next day, and something happened. I forgot to eject the SD card while taking it out of the computer, and all the folders got deleted. But because of the love that I have for YouTube and to share what I'm learning on my journey to success with others, could not allow me to give up, and that's why you're watching this video, thanks to Jesus. So let's get started with our first habit. The very first habit that I had to let go of in order for me to see this type of progress was self-pity. Guys, I used to dwell on self-pity for so long, feeling sorry for myself. Why do I live here? Why don't I have this type of money? Why don't I have this? I remember sometime back when I was younger, I used to go to school and I would sit in the back of the class isolated, and even the teacher would be asking me, what's wrong with you? Why are you never happy? Like, are you okay? It's like I wore my problems and everyone could tell that I had problems. So I felt like me dwelling on self-pity was the way of protecting myself and my feelings, people to feel sorry for me. Until the problems has gone away or been solved, I felt like I didn't deserve to be happy, and me being isolated and being depressed and feeling sorry for myself was the only way. But it was not until recently that I got to realize that that was actually eating away my time. Going into every year, the same thing never changes, and I was going nowhere. So this year I decided, instead of dwelling on God, why me? Why this? Why that? I've decided to ask myself instead, how can I partner with God to change this situation? Instead of why don't I have this thing, I decide to ask myself, how can I partner with God to achieve this thing? I'm choosing to live for what today has to offer and not dwell on what yesterday took away. This shift freed me to pursue what I truly deserve. The second habit that I'm going to share with you is putting God first. I've intentionally put this as the second habit because I knew God, but I was still going through the depressions and the self-pities and stuff. That's to tell you that you can be a Christian, you may know God, but if you're not seeking God with right reasons and applying whatever it is you're learning from Him to your life, then you might be seeking Him in vain. See, I used to seek God for wrong reasons. I would seek God and pray more and read my Bible, trying to please God or so He could bless me more. But it was not until recently that the Holy Spirit helped me realize that I seek God for my own good. The reason I seek God is so that He can position me and align me to what belongs to me. So that when my blessings comes to me, they don't find me distracted, but they will find me ready to receive what what's already mine. Because when God created you, he already planned your life ahead. Then he gave us a choice to seek him so he can align us and position us to be in a position where if our blessings comes, they're gonna find us ready to receive them. And this realization was a game changer for me. Habit number 3, reevaluating friendships. Me, as a people pleaser that I was growing up, it was hard for me to let go of certain friendship because I felt like, we grew up together and we have so many memories together. Oh, I don't want to let them go. But you know that this type of friendships are draining your energy and not adding anything of value to your life, but you're just holding on to those attachments. It was not until recently when I had to normalize the fact that it's okay to outgrow friendships and move on, because once you let go of those friendships, then you're gonna make room for new friendships that are actually supposed to be in your present life and help you move forward to your destiny. So this year I've been focusing mostly on friendships that benefits my present life. This mindset shift has saved me time and allowed me to invest in friendship, in people who truly care. So I'm learning to pour my energy into friendships that help me grow instead of worrying about those who don't show up for me. This leads us to habit number 4, setting clear goals. It's so easy for you to wake up feeling unmotivated to get out of the bed and get anything done because you do not know where you're heading. But if you know what you want your life to look like a week from now, a year from now, or even 2, 3, 5 years from now, then it's easier for you to wake up feeling motivated. You will be more appreciative of the fact that you were able to wake up because God has given you another chance to life, another chance to work hard towards those goals that are going to allow you live your dream life. Habit number 5, less complaining and more gratitude. So with this habit, I'm training myself to slow down and reflect how I react in difficult situations. I've been focusing more on gratitude and asking God to help me find a lesson in everything. I've been learning to appreciate life more deeply and also learning the habit of doing things not because I feel like doing them, but because it's the right thing to do. If you keep relying on your body to tell you how to do something, then it's gonna keep holding you back. You need to get into the habit of doing the right thing whether you feel like it or no. And with this one, discipline is gonna be your best friend. In the beginning, it's gonna be hard. You're gonna feel like you're pushing yourself too much, but that's what you have to sacrifice in the beginning. But eventually, it's gonna start coming naturally and it will become a habit. The 6th habit I want to share with you is doing first things first. And with this one, I've been applying the rule of 25 minutes. So if I have a task ahead of me and I feel like, oh, this is too much for me to do, or let me say, sometimes some of my courses will take me like 4 or 5 hours of study. And when I start to think about it before I do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to sit down for 4, 5 hours studying. All right, so I tell myself, let's just set the alarm clock for 25 minutes and start doing that thing. If you do that task for 25 minutes and when the alarm goes on and you still don't feel like doing it, then but at least you've put in 25 minutes. But if you do it and you feel like you actually want to continue doing it, then go ahead and do it. And this has really been helping me to get things done. And also another habit is trying to do things immediately. Like, don't overthink it. Do immediately. I'm talking about if you get an idea. It's so easy for you to think, oh, I'm gonna remember, let me finish this and I'm gonna do it. But when you finish whatever you're doing, you will come to realize that the idea will disappear. So what I've been doing with this is if I get an idea and I cannot do it right away, at least I take my notes on my phone and I'll write it down so that whenever I'm done, even if I forgot the idea, at least I wrote it down. And that is gonna help you not to forget the most important things. And now that leads us to habit number 7. Living like today was last. Guys, life is short. Thinking about how short life can be has been giving me a spark to get up and make the most of each day. Well, sometimes life happens, but this has been helping me to get things done most of the time. So, because if I sat there and started thinking, okay, Warnie, if today was your last day, would you be proud of the things you will have done today? Would you be proud of the time you spent with your loved ones? Like, what is one thing that you would regret not doing and you wish you would go back and get it done? Just me going through the thoughts, it just packs energy into me and pushes me to get up and start getting things done. Guys, try this trick. It's gonna help you. Life is short and you don't want to live with regrets if anything was to happen to any of your loved ones. And that's why this leads us into our habit number 8, which is prioritizing the time you spend with your loved ones. At the end of the day, these are the people who cares most about you, people who will get hurt if anything happens to you. Be sure to value the time you spend with them and do for them whatever it is you want to do for them today, and not wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow may not come. I try to wake up 30 minutes to 1 hour early every day to spend time with God, dedicating my day in the presence of God before I go out. And when I do this, the rest of my day usually goes well. And even if life happens, which it always does, but at least God gives me guidance through His Spirit. So get into the habit of waking up early before work, before school, and really value the time you spend in the presence of God. Don't be rushing out of the house. That's when you start praying in your car. No, you are supposed to respect the time you spend in the presence of God, because God is supernatural. You need to give Him His respect and not praying to Him when you're in rush always. Like, come on, guys. Life is not meant to be rushed all the time. So yeah, of course, this is not all the habits that I've been implementing, but at least these are my top 8 habits that I've been applying to my life this year that have led me to this transformation. I wrote down 20 habits. So it depends on how you guys like this video. I will do part 2 and part 3 to finish up the other habits. I hope that you guys have found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment in the comment section, and subscribe if you've not done so, because this helps grow my channel. And without much being said, I want to thank you guys so much for your love and support on this channel. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.